I want to share with you something special about these days that lead up to the ascension of our Lord, which we celebrate tomorrow. For hundreds of years in our Catholic family, these 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, were called rogation days. It comes from the Latin rogare, meaning to ask. And the custom was, when it was possible, that the people, together with their priest, would form a procession, and they would go throughout the boundaries of the parish singing the Litany of the Saints and adding prayers, asking for God's blessings, for His help. This is where the old expression, beating the bounds, comes from, taking this walk, this procession, through the fields, by people's homes, in the streets, asking that God would encompass all of it, all of human life, with His blessing. So these days are great times to ask God to come into the ordinary circumstances of your life. Ask God to bless your garden, to bless your front yard, to bless all the rooms of your house, your kitchen where you prepare your meals, your living room where perhaps you're watching us right now, your bedroom, the attic, every place that you live your life. We want God's blessing to suffuse that space, to cast out all evil, and to make His presence known, a presence of joy, peace, comfort, all of the gifts that His Spirit brings. Why were these rogation days connected to the Ascension? Because our Lord goes to the Father, and He comes bearing our human nature. He returns to the Father not just as our Lord, but as our brother, and He is our advocate before the Father. As we'll hear in the preface of today's Mass, He is the sacrificial victim who dies no more, but always pleads our cause in heaven. And so our petitions are powerful because our brother, our Lord, is there presenting them to the Father in our human nature. And He wants to bestow benefits. We'll hear during the celebrations of the Ascension tomorrow that He took captive our captivity, and He went in triumphal procession into heaven. And the first gift that He gives is the Spirit. Our Lord tells us He has many things to speak to us, but we can't bear it right away. And so the Spirit takes from what is His and teaches us throughout our lives. Great to remember also today the gift of our confirmation, when that Spirit was poured out upon us, who is always teaching us if we are willing to listen. And He reveals to us God's will in the many ordinary circumstances of our life. It's especially the Spirit with His gifts who speaks truth into all of the ordinary circumstances of life. May God grant that today we can look on our lives with new light as we ask His blessing on our homes, on our parishes, our families, and indeed on the world, a blessing He is most willing and ready to bestow.